Hello, this is Rory from Love Chat, and today's topic is Rebound Relationships. Now, this is one of my 10 kickoff videos, number 9. We're almost there, guys. As the channel grows, I'll be answering more specific questions from viewers, which are starting to flood in. So make sure to subscribe, and if you have a question you'd like for me to answer, please email me at thelovechat@gmail.com. Now then, rebound relationships are a dreaded topic. So first, I'd like to really define what a rebound relationship is so that we're all on the same page here. Okay. A rebound relationship is when somebody has broken up with you, or rather, a relationship has ended. And in order to fill a void, they very shortly thereafter find another person to date or to be with in some capacity, be it sexual or otherwise. So this can be, I actually just got off Skype with somebody who was in a 6-year relationship, and his significant other found a person of interest less than 2 months later. This is something I would consider a rebound relationship. Basically, in order to really define what a rebound relationship is, you need to ask yourself clearly, which can kind of be hard in your current state of mind, because it's going to be almost impossible to answer this question objectively, which is basically, is my ex ready to open up their heart to somebody new? This question's really hard to answer because we're not necessarily the best judge of it. And really nobody is except your ex, and sometimes they don't even know. Am I ready to open up my heart to somebody new? And if the answer is no, I'm really not, then it's a rebound relationship, and they're filling a void. Okay? So to give you an example, and I'll pull this one from my life, my ex and I had dated for over a decade, okay? And we broke up, and she was messing around with somebody new less than a month later. Now let's think about this. I didn't lie or cheat on or hit or steal from or anything like that from my ex. And so there was no abuse from my end, but she felt like she had to get out of the relationship, and I was showing a lot of anxious and needy behavior, okay? So less than a month after the relationship ended, of a decade, she was already fooling around with somebody new. And so what I'm asking myself, and what I've asked everybody around me during that time was, well, is this a rebound relationship? Is it gonna fail? And it didn't really even occur to me during that time that I was asking the wrong set of questions, okay? I was so concerned about what she was doing with somebody else. I was so focused on the actions of another person. The only thing I couldn't control about the situation is that I completely forgot to work on myself. Asking questions like, does she love him? Oh, how did she throw me away so easily? Has she forgotten about me? When actually, I should have been thinking of it in a different sense. I should have been saying to myself, wow, I left such an impact on this person that less than a month later, they felt such a void, they needed to find a way to fill it as soon as possible. And when you reframe it in that way, it still hurts, but it kind of makes you crane your head a bit and think, wow, that's kind of cool, huh? I mean, obviously, not cool that they're messing around with somebody, but it's cool that I meant so much to them that they needed to distract themselves and fill that void as soon as possible. And when you think of it in those terms, when you think of it, you have more power than you realize, you begin to feel better and just because they're with somebody new, A, most rebounds fail, but B, sometimes it gives you that kick in the ass that you need to, in a way, say, you know what? Forget them. Okay? This was the kick in the butt that I needed to get up and start working on myself. This was the motivation I needed. And it's kind of beautiful when it happens, because it's anger, but it's anger that calls you to action. Okay? That's anger's purpose, is to call us to action, saying that we're not okay with something and we're going to do something about it. Just make sure that you're doing the right types of things about it. So, what do you do if your ex is in a rebound relationship? You work on yourself. You don't contact them. You are cool as ice water. Okay? This doesn't bother you. It doesn't affect you because there's only one you. And guess what? You're the person who attracted your ex in the first place. Right? This is not some cheesy feel-good logic. This is true. Whatever you were doing attracted your ex. Right? And as soon as you stopped acting like that, your ex was repelled. As soon as you stopped acting however you organically, naturally act, and you became anxious and needy, that's when you pushed them away because you weren't being true to your regular self. You placed them above you. You worried more about them and not enough about you. People don't want somebody to cuddle them and take care of them 24/7, right? They want to see you working on your mission, on your purpose, on your goal, right? They want to see you being the pack leader, the alpha male, or the alpha female. So what can you do now? Go work on yourself. I mean, I'm going to say this in every video because people don't listen. Go work on yourself. Become the best version of yourself that you can possibly be in every sense of the word, okay? Because you're going to feel better if they come back. You're going to feel better if they don't come back. So, your ex is in a rebound relationship. You work on yourself. You only concern yourselves with the things that you have control over. Because concerning yourself with things that you do not have control over and never can have control over is what we call unhappiness. And our goal is not to be unhappy. Our goal is to be content, fulfilled, happy, right? So, what happens if they reach out to you and you think it's your chance? You think, all right, cool, I'm going to set a date. We're going to go out. It's going to be great. And then they say, oh, I'm sorry. I'm with this other person. No problem. You are the mountain. It doesn't bother you. It doesn't affect you, right? Hey, no problem. Give me a call if you change your mind. Nice hearing from you. I'm real jammed up. I got to get off the phone. But hey, keep in touch. That's it. Don't show them that you're the weak person that they left. Show them that you are the original person that they fell for, right? That person who's not attached to an outcome. Because that's the person that's going to reattract them. Because guess what? Attraction's not a choice. They can't help being attracted to you. It simply is. So return to that person who was not attached to an outcome, who wasn't needy, who wasn't in a hungry state, and they're going to be back in your arms sooner than you realize. But don't cherry pick this information, okay? If they're in a rebound relationship, it's none of your business, because that other person is not you, and your ex was attracted to you for years or months or whatever. Okay? Now, what if your fear is, well, what if they stay in this rebound relationship? Well, if you handle it in the wrong way, by being needy and constantly bringing up the other person and needing to know details about every little thing, and if they've had sex yet or if they held hands or anything like that, you're going to push them right into the arms of the other person. You're going to make it real, right? You're going to show them that you're insecure. You have to remember, the person who they're rebounding with probably doesn't even know they're in a rebound relationship. In fact, I find that's most often that's the case, because your ex doesn't want to think about you. So they're not bringing you up to the rebound. That wouldn't make sense, right? No, that's just not how it goes. They're trying to distract themselves from you. They're not going to go out of their way to think about you. That's like saying they don't want to be lit on fire, so they put their hand near a stove. It doesn't work. It doesn't work like that. They're going to be trying to get away from the thought of you. That's why they're filling a void, to distract themselves. They want the affection, and they want the distraction. So if they reach out and they talk about the relationship, you say, hey, I'm not really interested in that. I want to hear more about what's been going on with you. Okay? Now, if they refuse to set a date, hey, no problem. If you change your mind, give me a call. You are your own person. You have your own shit going on, and your ex chose to walk away from you, so they don't get to have you like that anymore. You're not there for them at the drop of a hat. You need to show them that. Don't be a doormat for them. You are the mountain, okay? The mountain is not movable by any force. It is simply there. It is stoic. It is strong. It is resilient. It doesn't worry about those things because at the end of the day, it's still going to be there. It's going to be the mountain. Tornado comes by, lava, doesn't matter. The mountain is still there. Okay, that's all I had for today. If you found my video helpful, I'd be very grateful if you'd subscribe and hit like. Definitely leave a comment below and tell me what topics you'd like covered in the future. Also, if you'd like to do a Skype coaching or email coaching, please be sure to email me at thelovechat@gmail.com. Until next time.